So hello guys, welcome back once again in the another video of Firebase. So in this video we will implement the Firestore. So in my previous videos we have already created a project with the name coding Gyaan. So we just click on this. So if you did not watch my previous videos that how to create a project on the Firebase, so I have given the link in the description box, so you can also watch my previous video that how we create a new project. So this project we have already created. So in this video we will implement the Firestore database. So actually in the Firebase we actually use the two type of databases. So you can see here in the project shortcut, and you can also see here Firebase database and a real-time database. So if you want to store your data in the JSON format in the key value pair, so you can use the real-time database. And if you want to apply the more filtering options and you want to store your data in the NoSQL form in the collection format, so you can use the Firestore. So actually Firestore provides a more advanced options comparison to real-time database. So in this video we will use the Firestore database. So first of all we just click on this. So you will see this type of screen. So here you can see create database option and ask same. So you can click on this if you want to ask something, but we need to create a new database. So we just click on the create database. So here you will see this type of options. Database ID is a by default, and is the location is by default selected here. So you can select other region if you want, but in this video I am not selecting anything. I am selecting a by default location and just click on the next. So here you will see two options. One is the start in production mode and another is the start in test mode. So production mode, actually your data is private by default and client read write access will only be granted as specified by your security rules. And in the test mode, actually data is open by default to enable quick setup. However, you must update your security rules within 30 days to enable long term client read write access. So actually it is a testing mode. First scenario I show you with the test mode, but later I will also show you with the production mode. So actually the test mode is only valid for the 30 days. So I just select the test mode, and these are the default options. We can also change the security rules later. So I am just create this. So it will just take few seconds. We just wait for it. So after creating, you will see here these type of screen here, and in the rules you can also see the rules in the test mode. So actually these rules is valid for the 31 of March. So actually this is valid only for the 30 days after creating. So I am allowing your read write access. So later we can change it. I will show you also with the production mode, but for now we just use it. So the another step, we just go inside the cloud Firestore. So actually I have already opened here the cloud Firestore. So we go inside the cloud Firestore and we just check React Native Firebase app is installed in your system or not. React Native Firebase app, actually I have already added in my previous video. So if you did not add the React Native Firebase app, so you first need to add Firebase app. So the next package is Firebase and Firestore. So here in the example, Firestore is added with Gyaan. So Gyaan is actually a package manager, so you can also add with the Gyaan, but in my video I am using the npm package manager, so I will add the Firestore with the npm. So we just type here npm I package name. So actually I am using here Firebase version is 20.5.0. so actually all the Firebase version should be same. So we install the Firestore also with the same version. So we just type with the Firestore the version number and we just install it. So we install it with the force. So it will take few seconds. We just wait for it.
A few moments later.
Yeah, so now Firestore is installed. We can check inside the package.json file. So in the Android we can directly run now and check the Firestore, but if you want to run your application on the iOS, so for the iOS we need to add the dependency. For the iOS, we go inside the iOS folder and here we need to run pod install. So it will take few seconds also. We just wait for it. So actually this is my pod file I am using. So if you are facing any type of boring GPRS errors, so we need to add the flag in the pod file. So all you need to add in the pod file. So I have already added.
A few moments later.
Yeah, so now application is running on the simulator. So we go inside the Firestore. So in my previous video we have created the login screen, and the login credential is so before using Firestore you need to log in with the Firebase. So without login in the Firebase you cannot use the Firestore or Firebase database services. So actually in my previous video we have adding all these information in the flat list. So with the help of the add form we can add a new course in the flat list, and with the help of the edit and delete you can also remove and edit the flat list record. So if you want to know that how to add a new record in the flat list and how to edit and remove record from the flat list, so I have given the link in the description box, so you can also check my previous video, because in this video we will add and remove and edit the record from the Firestore. For adding a new record, so I have also created a method here. So with the help of this you can add a new record in the flat list. So we are using here a this method for adding a new record. So here we are using a condition is add. So if the is add true, so we are adding a new record, and if is add false, so we are updating a new record. So we can use here is add condition. So now I just commenting this code here, because this code is working only for the state management. Because this code is working with the state, we are adding a new record in the previous state and we are updating the record in the state. Because now here we need to add a condition. So if is add is true, so we just add a new record in the Firebase, and if is add is false, so here we just add a condition is add. So if is add is true, we add a new record in the Firestore, and if is add is false, we will update the record in the Firestore. So here we need to add a new method, because first we need to add a new record. So we can use here add new course Firestore, and we just call this method here, and here we just pass a new course. Actually you can use here await, and here you need to add Firestore, and here you need to add the collection, because we are creating a new collection, so here we need to add the collection name. So actually we want to add all these course names, so we can use a name of the collection is the course. You can take here any name, so I am using here a name. Courses is the name of the collection. So if you want to use here await, so you need to add here async, and here you need to add a doc. So actually this is the format how we write add a new record. So you can also check here in the document, read document, because we are adding a new document. So for adding a document, so you can use here this format. So we can use here add, or you can use here set. Actually with the help of the add method, add a new document into the collection you with a random unique id. So if you want to specify your own id, so you can use here set. So actually this is the format for adding a new document. So I am just using here the same format Firestore collection, and but I am using here name of the collection. Actually here in the example it's taking a name of the collection is users, but I am using here a course, and name of the doc is the abc. So you can use here any doc name. So actually I am passing here the new course. So in the document you can use any document name. Suppose I am using here a id, so document you can use here dot id. So actually this is the name of the doc. In our example it's using the doc name is abc, so we are using this. And again we need to add here set. So in the set we actually add a new object. So new object is the new course, so we just add here. So you can also use here try and catch if you want, and in the catch block you can use like this. In here you can just add console dot log, and inside the catch block you can print here any error if you face, so you can add here. So now I just save it and try to run. So we just add, click on the add button, and here the course id, course name. So actually these are our given hard coded data, and we just try to add this with the Firestore database. So another is the name, so we can directly paste here like this, or I am just copy from here and just paste here. And here I am just adding the data in the array form. So if you want to know that how to add the array in the text field, so you can watch my previous video how to add all these course data. So here you can just add this. So like this with the comma you can separate all these lines with the comma, and you can add multiple string in the array format. So you need to add, just click on the save course. So after save, so you can just check the record on the Firestore. So when you add a new record, so the collection will be created here and new record will be show here. So suppose I just click on the save, so I just check here in the log. So log actually is showing the document edit successfully, but the record is not showing here. So you can actually refresh the record here. So now you can see here course collection is showing here. So actually this is the name of the collection, and this is the information we have added inside the add form. So all these information we have added here. So after adding we are closing, so all this information is now removed from here, but after adding all these information is adding inside the course collection. So actually our code is now working. So the next step is that we need to show all these information in the list. So for this we again go inside the Firestore. So if you want to show the document, so you can use here snapshot. So actually you need to read the document. So Firestore actually provides the ability to read the value of collection or document. So you can read one time read, or you can real time changes. If you need to show the real time changes whenever you add a new document, when you want to update the document, so real time changes should be shown in the list. So you need to use the own snapshot. So for this you can use this method. So you can just copy from here. So actually we just add the use effect, and here we are not using the user id, so we just call this use effect only the single time. So we just use here a single array. So we are not fetching with the document id, so we just remove the doc from here because we don't need to add with the user id. We can access actually with the specific user id doc, but here we are directly accessing all the collection documents. So this is the name of the collection is the course. Here we are using course collection. So here we are actually displaying the document snapshot dot data. So here we can use like this. We just take here const. So actually document snapshot we can just I just show you what we are getting here. So we just save it and we just check here. So use effect we need to add inside the React. Again save it and check inside the log. So document snapshot dot data is function is actually a undefined data. Actually we are not using here, so we can console it like this. So I am just commenting this here and I just use here. So actually Firestore return a doc, so all the information is showing here in the docs form. You can see here course data is showing here. So actually it returns a array form, so you can apply here. So you can use it like this snapshot docs we can write here, and here you can apply a map. So map actually applied on the array. So docs is actually a document array form, and here you need to use a single doc and just use the arrow. So here we just use id, actually doc dot id, and here we can use doc id with data. So we combine the doc data with document id and just print here fetch courses, and here we just set this inside the set course. So actually this is in the form of the array. So all the fetch courses we are just concat it with the document id and we are adding inside the set course. So now I just save it and show you what is showing here. So you can see here the courses fetches is id is 111 and data actually is here. So we are adding id with data and we are adding inside the set course the value of the fetch courses. And here actually we are using a return stop listening for update when no longer required. So we just use this like here. And now I just click on the simulator. So now you can see all information is showing in the list. So now I just show you, we add a new another record, and the new record will also be added in the list. Just copy all these multiple string in the array and we just paste here. So all the course detail will be added here. So just I click on the save. So when you click on the saves, so whenever any change inside the course collection, so this use effect will be called. So we just click on the save course. So this is called and the list is updated again. So now I just show you that how we can edit and delete the record. So just I copy this and paste here is the update course Firebase, and we just call here, and this course we will also pass here because we are using this method for the add and update for the both. So all these information will be passed in the add and update method. So for the update we are using here set for the new record, but for the update we will use here is the given method. For the update we will check here. So update we just use here update, and here we just pass the object. So set we just change with update, and here we just change the method console update and just save it. So now again I just console this. Suppose I want to change this course duration is the 1 year course. So I just click on the edit. So here 1 year course is showing. So suppose I just want to use here 2 year course and just click on the update. So document update successfully, and here 2 year course is showing. So we just check also in the Firebase database. So 2 record is showing here. So first record duration is now 2 year and also showing in the list 2 year course. So now I show you that how we can delete a record. So for the delete actually we are using here a method delete the course. So we are deleting a record with the state, but now we just delete the record from the Firestore. So for the delete record we just check here what is the way to delete a record. So for removing a record, this is the method, but here we are using the name of the collection is the course. So I am just cut this method from here and just I am using this method below the update. So actually I am passing here course, and here we need to add the doc id is the course id dot id, and this method I am calling here. I am using here item and just calling this. So just save it again, and I just console I clear here and just click on the delete. So suppose I want to delete this record from here. So the method is working, user is deleted. So console actually is added here user, so we need to add here course deleted, but the record actually is deleted. So we just check inside the Firestore. So you can see here only the single record is now showing. Suppose if you want to delete this record also, so now this record is also deleted from here immediately. So like this you can apply the add, edit and delete functionality on the Firestore database. So I hope this video is very helpful for understanding that how we use the add, edit and delete functionality on the Firestore database. So if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe the channel. Thanks for watching.